Hey, so in light of recent events and events that have been going on for decades, I wanted to make a video briefly discussing really the power of Westernization. I think a lot of people don't realize how much influence Europe, North America has on the rest of the world. Countries that comprise these continents control most of the media. This is really important to realize, especially because of the attacks that happened in Belgium. My roommate says to me, "Have you heard about this?" And I say, "Yeah, of course, it's all over my Facebook." The thing is, a few days prior, my roommate and I were talking about the same kind of things that were happening in Turkey. March 13th, there was the bombing in the capital city, in Ankara, and who knows about that? The only reason even in fact I know about it is because my roommate, she is from Iraq and she watches also different news sources and gets her information from her family and her friends. Then we began to discuss and just reflect on how no one reacted in the same way. I mean, people didn't even know. They didn't react probably because they didn't know. Not just the one, but two bombings in Turkey. What is that trying to say? That these people are less? If anything, we as the West are less of people by not acknowledging and empathizing as well with someone, no matter if they're of a completely different culture. That doesn't matter. Borders and society and cultural values are created, they're imagined. And that's the problem. I think that people really believe that there are others. You can't look at it as isolated incidents that happen to Westerners. If it's the exact same thing that's happening, why is one discussed more than the other? You know, when the Western powers first started meddling in the Middle East area, there was that direct control, there was imperialism. The Westerners went in, they created these borders based on how they saw politics and how something was beneficial to their own countries. In the Middle East, people already had their own areas of land based on kinship, family structure, religion, their own rulers in power, and then the Westerners came in and they destroyed those and created new ones, which is why there are such problems in that area today in regards to conflict between countries and borders and territories, like the Israel-Palestine conflict. Today, the Western powers may not have that same direct control, that influence, that imperialism. That outdated model isn't in place anymore, but there is a control in terms of power via technology. The Western countries control the media and thus control what we see happening on that side of the world, and in that way do a disservice by not showing the realities of what is going on. So imperialism may not exist, but in the end there's still control over those people in those countries from the Western world.